Pick 'em up.
Which unfortunately leaves it open for Night Stalker, who just immediately got picked.
I mean, there's no way you don't pick that hero, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been played a bunch still, and even when it gets played, sometimes it gets shut down.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
I suppose
5 seconds,
so,
Morty.
but
It'll be fine.
he's so good because
Come on,
once
Team, pick it
you have
good.
to basically shut him down before minute 3, or 4, sorry. If you don't shut him down in the first 4 minutes, then he can get really out of hand really easy.
Yeah.
There's a Venomancer pickup, so
We'll see how that Venomancer does.
You really
that
gotta pick a hero.
Venomancer
You
could
got 10
literally
seconds
be
left.
doing anything. Also,
Yeah.
I need to
You
adjust
better
something
pick your
real
hero.
quick.
5 seconds.
Now I'm actually talking in game.
Yep, me too. All right, so Clockwork. That from going off this league, I think that's a position for Clockwork. Right?
Dude, you keep cutting in and out. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I have no idea why that's happening. But
I don't know either.
I don't know. This is just not a good day. Position 4 Clockwork. Did you hear me that time? Well, this is gonna be rough then. Looking at that, so yeah, I'm just gonna assume it's a position 4 Clockwork. Hopefully, I'm not cutting out excessively. But who knows? Oh, well, I was wondering what happened. Okay, well, I'm not.
My internet crashed.
Yeah,
so
I was
that's
like,
cool.
lol, I wonder what's going on. I'm pretty confident
Lol.
that's a position 4 Clockwork. Clockwork's really good at roaming. Which
He's
team is?
pretty
I
good
don't
at
even know what
offlaning,
team
too.
Venom's on.
Oh, dire team ban.
Is Venom on one of these
I
teams?
don't know, dude. I had no idea. Oh, that's an Oracle pick.
So maybe we'll see a Huskar?
We might see a Huskar banned, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that
10 seconds to pick your
you
hero.
can't, like, the moment
moron.
that an Oracle is picked, you always
Yeah,
need to keep that
5
Huskar
seconds left
in the
now.
back of your mind. And he doesn't do awful against either Venomancer nor Clockwork. But they're going to ban a Bloodseeker, which is pretty good. Oh, I didn't know if you were talking or not, but you were just doing that.
Yeah. Did I put that in the Casters Guild? Lol.
Yeah, you did. You totally did.
Lol.
LUL. All right, there you go. So there's also a Lycan ban from the Radiant. Offers some pretty good early game counter aggression to the Night Stalker.
Yeah. It looks like they want to get rid of some of the push. They don't want him to have a... I mean, Bloodseeker's pretty good for just roaming and ganking, but the Lycan, really good for just split pushing and carry in general.
Yeah, he is.
Pretty interesting. See who gets picked up from here.
What do you think the next ban is going to be for the Dire?
I mean, I would like to see him ban a Huskar.
I think they have to, right? There's no way they don't.
Well, I think if they don't ban the Huskar, then Huskar gets picked up. If they
Radiant team ban.
ban the Tidehunter, I mean, I guess they're assuming that they need an offlaner. I mean, honestly, that could have been a respect ban. Or it could just be you don't want to play against the Tidehunter. But I haven't really seen Tidehunter get banned out a lot lately.
His ultimate is pretty good.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
And when I say pretty good, I mean it's really good.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
I mean, by pretty good, I mean overpowered.
It's Ravage, dude. It's basically like a 5 or 4 man stun every time.
So, also, yeah, look, we see the AA banned out. So that's just overall hey, we're gonna pick Huskar.
Unless
They pick Huskar. The playoff, what, PPO? If PPO picks Huskar, then life's gonna be funny.
Well, if they pick the Huskar, then they pick a Dazzle next, right?
Right. If they pick Huskar,
then
then they immediately pick Dazzle.
Yeah. I think that's what they're discussing now, if they take the Huskar or not.
I mean, Huskar is good, but you'll have that issue still because you can still counter the Huskar. Right now, all you have to do is get a bunch of stuns. So it depends. I think this game's gonna be a matchup between who picks and or counters the Huskar.
Or they just ignore it.
Or they just ignore it. That's also a case.
I don't know how likely that case is. I mean, it looks like the Dire are in a really, dire situation.
I hate you.
I gotta make one pun, dude. One pun a game, dude.
So much hate.
Nah, dude, you love me.
So.
Yeah. Who do you think the Huskar would be better on? I mean, obviously the Venomancer Clockwork seems to be okay with it. And they pick up a Disruptor.
I mean, that's another way to deal with the Huskar. He just leaps in, and I guess they didn't want the Huskar, so they're kind of assuming that the other team's going to pick it up, so they're just picking things that'll help ease it. I mean, if you jump on them, clearly you just send them back, glimpse them away, but I don't know.
Or the Disruptor can maybe pull off a cheeky silence on the Oracle before he can get the ultimate off, or the Fate's Edict. So there are a couple of ways to deal with it. Disruptor is also pretty good against Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Defensive glimpses, the Night Stalker really doesn't like being mispositioned, so kind of enjoys running at people. But I think that the Radiant need sort of an anti-magic hero at this point.
Come on, Dire team, pick it good.
There's a Legion Commander. That's actually another interesting. That's actually the other interesting pick you can get with Oracle, because you can't die from Oracle ult. So you just send Legion in there, and at this point you can't pick up a Dazzle on the Dire. There's no room for the Dazzle. Bino could still go mid. The Clockwork could go Bino could go mid. Clockwork could go off lane. Disruptor support. Bino's we can have the Dazzle support, and then just pick up a carry. That could work.
It could.
It could, and
you could also just play Veno safe lane, right?
I've seen the Veno safe lane. It's okay. I don't know. I mean, you don't see a support the mid yet for shit Knuckles. So I don't know. It depends.
Faceless Void.
So that's, I don't know what that is.
Probably a faceless carry.
I don't necessarily know how much I like this Faceless Void.
You really gotta pick a hero. You got 10
seconds
left.
I think it's okay.
Well, what you could do is just you Chronosphere the. Oh, there's the Huskar.
Oh, they pick Huskar anyway.
Yeah. Well, so you faceless ult the Legion when he's dueling, and then nothing happens. And at the moment, only Huskar can fight into it. But Huskar's range isn't long enough if you can position right.
10 seconds to pick your hero.
Yeah.
So there's one way to completely counter the duel, but duel's on like a 30-second cooldown, where faceless ult's on like a 70-second cooldown, 60-second cooldown, something like that.
It's a long cooldown. I think it's longer than 60 seconds. Or it could be 60 seconds level 3.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely longer the higher level it is.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
So honestly, I'm not actually sure, because you would send the Huskar mid for shit Knucklers. But I mean, Veno annoys Huskar, but I don't think Veno wins in Huskar mid, so I'd still like to see a mid being pulled off for the Dire. Maybe have Vino support, disruptive support, off lane clock, safe lane faceless, and a good mid against Huskar.
So what do you do with the Venomancer? Roam it?
You roam it.
It's not bad. I don't think roaming Venomancer is played enough, in my opinion. Gale level 1 is a 50% slow. Like, the initial slow is 50%. And that does decrease over time, but, I mean...
Yeah, it's still really good.
At level 1, it's basically a stun.
Yeah, level 1, it's almost a guaranteed kill. So like I said, that might be something I'd like to see. I'm not 100% sure we are gonna see that.
Go Dire team, pick him up.
But okay, well, Puck is actually mid. So safe lane Huskar, off lane Legion, mid Puck, roaming Night Stalker, support Oracle.
So mid Huskar, off lane Puck, I think that's it.
Tinker.
And there's a Tinker.
Choose your hero.
I'm actually rather so yeah, I guess, yeah, so I mean that makes sense.
Tinker against Disruptor is kind of like iffy though.
Disruptor doesn't, I mean, Tinker doesn't care though. Tinker doesn't actually care about Disruptor.
I don't know, because Tinker doesn't really want to get glimpsed back.
Tinker can just get glimpsed back into the fight, yeah, but if he does that, all you have to do is recharge in base and then blink immediately.
Yes, well, you could do glimpse and then Disruptor ult right where he would be, and then he's basically dead, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's a pretty particular situation. So this is game 1 out of a best of 2, right?
Yeah, this is game 1 out of best of 2. On the Dire, we have, for SK, we have Ice Yeti on Huskar, Sparky on the Legion Commander, Laser on Night Stalker, Kevin B. Rabbit on Puck, and promo code BSJ on Oracle. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Over on the Dire, you said Dire, by the way, when you introduced the Radiant players. On the Dire, we have... Yeah, you did. On the Dire, we have Melonade.Casey? Cassie? I'm just going to call him Melon. On the Disruptor, you've got DoomCow33, Feels Bad Man playing your Clockwork. I don't actually know how to pronounce Faceless Void's name, but I'm going to call him Pew Pew Kachu, just because he has PPO on the front of his name, and that's what it reminds me of.
Cool.
Unity playing the Tinker, and finally you have your Pacey playing Venomancer.
Glad you pointed that out, by the way, because that would have screwed me up this entire game. Because I would have been looking around like, why is this team not on the Dire? Because I was even like following the Dire players, reading that, and I was like, this doesn't make sense, but I'm going to keep going with it.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out, dude.
That's fine. So we do actually get... Was it an even trade runes? Yeah. So it was even trade runes. I think we went 2 for 2. Yeah. That's good. Rune control is pretty good.
That's a safe lane Veno and an off lane Void, by the way.
Yeah, okay. So safe lane Veno, off lane Void, roaming Clock. So that's... I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I really like the roaming Clock. I think it does a lot. Or you can do a lot if you know.
Are we trying to get a courier snipe? Oh, not quite. Oracle. Promo code just not managed to get that courier off. That would have been big, too, because it just brought his healing salve, but he wouldn't have been able to get a bottle or anything else out anytime soon.
Yeah. There is going to be a lot of harassment in this bottom lane. I don't know how well this Faceless Void is going to do.
Yeah, this bottom lane is going to be really, really sad, but the off-lane Legion is... I don't know. I think the off-lane Legion wins this fight, don't you?
I definitely would rather see a poignant moment of courage instead of press the attack, to be honest.
Well, press the attack purges off the Venomous Gale.
Yeah. Okay.
We did actually miss a kill bottom on the Disruptor, but
I kind of expected that, to be honest. Actually, you know what? This Legion Commander skill build is fine.
Yeah. Press the attack basically just completely makes it makes the Vino Gale basically useless. So
basically, it makes it completely useless.
well, yeah, completely useless. This actually might be it. No, dead clock's fine. Clock's tanky right now.
Now, Clockwork is completely fine.
This is just gonna be a free farming Huskar basically this entire game is what it seems like.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is,
for sure.
Which is gonna end very poorly for the Dire. I also think that with this, the SK is gonna just completely dominate this top lane. Sparky with the Legion Commander completely just gonna dominate this Vino.
Well, that and the Legion Commander, once he gets point and moment of courage, can just take the big camp, right? Just sit right there and take it.
Yeah, he can.
So he can keep the lane pushed, and I mean the Venomancer will kind of get farmed that way, but the wave is going to be under the tower for the most part, and it's really hard to last it because he only does 49 base damage.
Yeah. Another interesting thing, looking at the mid lane, interesting little skill build going the 102 or 202. He's just doing a lot of lane pushing, which I don't know if that's. I mean, honestly, I play Tinker. I don't know if I play him like Unity's clearly better than I am, but do you want to push this lane out? I mean, you can completely dominate this puck in the sense that he won't get any blasts or farm, but if you're just going to keep pushing the lane out, that's not going to end well for you, right?
I think Tinker with TP boots is. I don't know, man, because there's kind of a trade-off. You're basically like, would you rather Tinker with TP boots, or would you rather a puck with blink, right? But I mean, the puck still isn't getting a lot of farm. He did get 2 null talismans, so his base damage is actually ridiculous, and he has a lot of stats. But the Tinker is just getting a lot out of this lane right now, I think. He's getting a little bit more than the puck, but I think that little bit more is going to add up.
Well, I just mean that in a way of Tinker went a build that was basically surrounded by just trying to clear the wave out. Instead of going the, I think it was 2, where you max out your laser and your rocket. I guess maybe he's assuming that his rocket will never hit anyway.
No, I don't think it will, to be honest.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
I think it was a smart play.
We might actually have a top,
rotation
rotation
yeah.
top. They actually switched off. They moved the void top, basically just gave up on bottom and sent the Vino bottom. What? Did they send
I
the
don't
bottom?
think
No.
I don't think Legion Commander cares. I mean, Moment of Courage is really good for trading with melee heroes, especially. So
yeah. Or they send. I mean, this is actually probably the smartest thing though. So you don't completely lose every lane. You give up bottom lane. You send your offlaner top to get farm, and you send your carry, which is the Veno, who can very easily jungle, just into the jungle. So I think that works out really well, even considering right now the Huskar is top of the net worth, and the Legion was right was right behind him. Tinker is leading, is in the second place now, but those little back and forth. So I think that was a good rotation there by the Dire.
Well, I mean, you're just trying to, basically at that point, you're just trying to get whatever you can out of this lane, because Legion Commander is actually really strong in lane, and anyone that goes jungle with Legion Commander just, I don't think knows their true power in the laning stage.
Honestly, I think your Pacey is in real trouble here. He actually might die. If I had to guess, he's just dead. There isn't enough mana for Void, though, but he does go down.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, really dangerous sitting there farming out like that and being that low, especially with with a Night Stalker who can just find you. But Night Stalker probably is going to pay for this. If I had to guess, he's definitely going to... Yeah, he just melts to the Tinker.
Well, I mean, that's a Night Stalker for your safe lane, or used to be safe lane Venomancer. He's just not having a good game at all.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that was a favorable trade for the Radiant, but you still don't want to feed this Tinker anymore. He is opting to go for his Soul Ring first, which is basically, I think it's just a general Tinker thing. Straight into TP boots.
Yeah, Tinker, I think, is just gonna go for a farming build and then just get online really quickly because he maxed out much of the machines early.
There is a duel already, so if they wait this out and just immediately duel. Oh yeah, good Tango. He just ate through that tree to get to him faster. That's the first duel down, and a dead Vino, plus 10 duel damage on Legion. That's not good for the Dire.
No. And they don't have it, so they can't. I don't think they can make a move on the Faceless Void. All they can do is just push him out of the lane. But I mean, Legion Commander does have 500 gold, so he is a fourth of the way to his Blink Dagger, and Blink Dagger is really good.
Yeah, Blink Dagger is really good.
It is really good. I'd say it's better than Ice Path if you could buy that ability from the side shop. But
yeah. Is that what we're doing? We're comparing items now to Ice Path? But it's an AoE stun on a 9-second cooldown. Like, it's...
I know, but Puck died mid.
Puck did die mid. But I think Tinker's going to die as well. Ooh, does he? Oh, he does. Very, very last there. He is getting harassed really good by the creeps, but one last Fortune's End, well, not Fortune's End, Fate's Edict, Purifying Flames. All these words... I hate Oracle.
Words.
I hate Oracle, but all these words.
Huskar is level 6 though, so that's a really good saving grace for the Radiant. He's actually just gonna go right on this Clockwork.
I don't think he can kill him though.
Oh no, not for sure.
I mean, he's going straight for his
armlet.
Yeah, armlet though, right?
I mean, when you have an Oracle on your team, you don't need to really go any like super defensive items. You have your treads, so you can go armlet, you get level 6, and then your Oracle Purifying Flames you over and over again. However, top lane, the Glimpse back on the Legion Commander. They wanted to look for a duel on the Faceless, but couldn't get it. And I still can't hear you, which is why I'm commentating.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, nice. Oh my goodness, this Legion Commander really wanted that duel on that Disruptor.
Yeah, I was letting you have it.
Oh, you were letting me have it? Nice.
Yeah, I was letting you do that one.
It's the only time that that anyone's ever let me do that without a technical complication, dude.
Yeah. I figured why not?
Like, every time that I'm casting with Eurobad, and like this one time in particular, his mic, he muted himself. and there was this huge fight going on and I couldn't hear him, so I started just casting everything. He came back, said sorry, and then immediately cut me off. It was pretty rage-inducing, dude.
Nice.
I was like, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Missing top.
We do have a smoke, though. Looks like Laser and Sparky looking for another duel. Probably actually the exact thing they need to do right now. When duel is up, you need to be searching for it, because the only way Legion does anything is if she has an excessive amount of duels by like 20 minutes. You want to have like, I want to say at least 5 duel wins, right? I mean, I'm not a very good Legion commander. I'm clearly not a very good Legion commander, but you want to have duel wins.
Yeah,
by a certain point.
I think they're gonna get. Oh nope, never mind. There's a glimpse.
No, this is what we were talking about with the Disruptor, though. Really good at annoying the Legion and annoying the Huskar.
Yeah, he's a pretty good defensive support, but I mean, it's better offensively. Like if you're chasing someone down and you glimpse them back, that's kind of the dream scenario for the Disruptor. That's when you want to use glimpse.
Yeah.
When you
were just looking at it though. Yeah, sorry. If you're just looking at it, though, the Tinker does have TP boost now. So
yeah.
they did sacrifice that to do nothing with that puck. So, go back with the Disruptor.
Pardon?
The Disruptor. You were teaching me about
Disruptor.
Oh,
yeah, so... I don't know. The Huskar died. Whoa, Huskar died. He got chronoed. And hook-shotted.
Yay.
That's not a good sign for the Radiant. Does he have Harmlet? No, he doesn't have... Does he? He does have Armlet. He just finished the Armlet, and the courier was going to give it to him, but he died. so that's not good at all.
Yeah, and now Tinker at 11 minutes. I mean, he has TP boots. He can do whatever he wants.
Fixered.
We might be seeing a duel up here on top, honestly. Just get the duel off. Even if you get glimpse back, you're glimpse back and you got the duel. So, might be a dead Night Stalker. I don't actually think it is. He's pretty quick. If you can get this cogs off, oh, not quite. Couldn't quite get him.
They do find the kill bottom on the Faceless Void as well. Puck managed to get that solo kill. And he is really close to his Veil of Discord.
Good item. On top of that, Oracle is level 6, so now we have False Promise. We have our Huskar, the Oracle combo.
Looks like dire structures are fortified.
Honestly, right there, I wouldn't have mind just seeing Huskar go in. You have the Oracle right behind you. Oracle is 6. Just dive that Tinker. Tinker can't do anything to you. I think Tinker dies immediately. Unless he just immediately TPs out.
You could blind TP, and that would be rough.
Yeah.
So, he'd rather play it smart. I think that they know that they're... I don't know. They're... I would say they're ahead by a slight margin. I don't know how much ahead they are by experience, but all it takes, you go in, and then I'm assuming that the Clockwork and the Disruptor TP in on top of that, and then you might have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, it looks like PPO is actually ahead in experience by almost 1,000, but net worth wise, it's completely in favor of SK by about almost 2,000. We are actually seeing the Vino and the Clock go in bottom. Oh, yeah. Huskar just actually got pushed out by the Clockwork, but he walked right into Chrono. But we do see this Fate's Edict going to work. He didn't get healed up that much, but it does look like there's a lot of people going to go down in the Dire. So Tinker doesn't go down, neither does the Vino. But Vino's actually probably going to get dueled here if I had to. Yeah, with the Blink Dagger on the Legion Commander, he does get dueled. That's a 3-for-1 trade. They only managed to get the Oracle, but they've traded the Void, the Clock, and the Vino. It's not the trade you wanted to get. Plus, there's dual damage added on Legion. There's a tower taken.
Things are getting dire.
Things are getting dire.
Dude, I used that joke. You can't steal that from me, dude.
I actually just heard it. I heard Rick and Morty say it, so I literally just had to repeat it.
Oh, you heard Rick and Morty say it?
Yeah, I have the Rick and Morty announcer pack, and it makes me happy.
I did too. It's great.
That means we're both useless. We're both useless pieces of shit.
We are just useless, dude. There was one meme where it was a picture of Hurricane Irma, and someone like photoshopped Pickle Rick on top of it, but still kept like all the science and data-y stuff to the hurricane. He was like, I turned myself into a hurricane, Morty. I'm Hurricane Rick. Thought that was kind of funny. Disruptor might get dueled on.
Oh boy, Dire's
Yeah, I think if Disruptor just gets dueled, he dies. But he's going to hit him once, wait for the... Ooh, maybe waiting was actually... No, he's going to get dueled. Oh. Actually, I want to point out right now, that's the second time the Clock has actually pushed someone out of the Disruptor ult. It didn't matter in this situation, but in the last fight, it actually really did. The last fight, the Huskar actually would have lived, or would have died, if he wouldn't have gotten pushed out by the Clockwork. I don't actually think there's any reason, as a Clockwork, to use your cogs inside of the Disruptor ult, inside of the kinetic field, unless the kinetic field's down. Because last time he went in and did that, he pushed one completely out. And he did manage to get the kill, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. He might have had a different thought. Maybe he's trying to keep them in there for sure, but he has managed now twice to push one out of the Disruptor ult.
It's not something you want to do. I mean, I guess that's one situation where Ice Path would be better instead of Cogs. I'm gonna stop. No more Ice Path jokes. Yeah, Clockwork. He hookshotted someone, like one of his teammates, earlier on in the fight bottom. I think he hookshotted the Disruptor. But I don't know if that was his fault because the disruptor walked right in front of him when he did that. So I'm not overly impressed by this clock, to be honest. Obviously, you don't want to push your teammates out of Static Storm and stuff, so that's kind of a downside. But if they can get this kill on Huskar, it's going to be because the clock actually landed a hook shot. So we're going to see if he does or not.
So this will actually be it, yeah. If he lands this hook shot, this Huskar is actually probably dead. Even if he doesn't. He didn't manage to land it, but that's...
Oh, he didn't.
I don't actually think that was his fault. That was a blind hook. This Huskar is absolutely just going to die, though, I think. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and melt. Oh, but the Fate's Edict is here. The Oracle goes down, but he does manage to Fate's Edict the Huskar. Does Huskar get anyone from it? Gets the Veno. Is there another duel? Yeah, he got the Veno. There is another duel, and it does look like the... Oh, it's not a duel win, though. Not quite. I don't know. That was a 2-for-2 trade right now. You lost the Huskar, you lost the Oracle, but I mean, you traded for two. I mean, I say two supports, but it was a support and the old carry. I mean, he's still the carry, I guess, but I'm not sure. I don't think that. Yeah, there's no way they were gonna get the faceless there, and now everyone's stuck.
This is kind of funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. I mean, I think that trade ends up being a lot better for the Dire there.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. But I mean, like, the fact of the matter is, the Fates Eat or the False Promise. My goodness, why are there so many like 300 different names for things? False Promise did land on the Huskar.
I deserve.
And the Dire were really smart to just completely ignore him after that and kill the Oracle, so the Oracle couldn't keep him alive, and then kill the Huskar.
Yeah.
Which is really good target priority from them. It was a very strong team play. But you still lost two people. And I mean, you were the one that rotated on top of them. Even though you did win the trade, you shouldn't have lost those two, and you should have killed the Huskar a lot quicker.
Yeah, I mean, you jump in. I mean, you could have maybe, I don't know. It would have been it was a really good save by the Oracle. Oracle managed to get what she was supposed to do off. She put the False Promise on, and it was very smart for, like you said, for the Dire to switch targets. Not many people would do that, so they basically turned that fight. Because if that would have ended up differently, they would have targeted the Huskar, I think every one of the Dire would have died.
Yeah, and the puck mid is being very aggressive. Does use the Dream Coil on the two, and I think they're dead. Oh.
Actually, Veno just walks out. Does he? No, Veno does get killed by the puck. He blinks in. It looks like Tinker's gonna jump in, maybe get someone else. Does the puck? Oh, doesn't quite. Not quite gonna grab anybody else, but good little initiation there by PPO or SK. SK is the Radiant.
SK.
Shit.
There's no
Shit Knuckers. At Shit Knuckers. I'm abbreviating their team name.
Oh.
Have you been curious about why I've been saying SK this whole game?
Yeah, dude. This entire game, I've been like, bro, why there's no Sand King on this team, dude?
Yeah, SK.
And I've been
the team name SK.
Yeah. Every time that you say SK, though, I keep looking around and I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. There's no Sand King. Who are you talking about?
I was talking about SK, and for some reason my mouse
Yeah, you're
shifted.
talking about SK, dude. You're not talking about Sand King. It is nighttime though, and they're gonna, or the Radiant are gonna be aggressive at this time, which is a really smart move, I think.
Yeah, I think you can go probably make it take a tower or something.
Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna take a tower.
I mean,
the Dire are.
I don't know. SK doesn't actually need to be. I mean, I'd like them to keep being aggressive because it's kind of their strong suit, but I don't think they need to. I don't know if PPO if they don't have a strong late game fighting strat. I feel like they're way more push
Mid-game
split push.
oriented?
Yeah, mid game oriented and late game split push. Like if the game goes too late, SK is gonna win. I have no doubt in my mind that SK is gonna win. I mean, there's already 30 duel wins. Legion already hits for 187. Huskar hits pretty hard already. Did manage to grab his Morbid Mass, so I mean, this game's actually reliant almost completely on the Tinker right now, don't you think?
Yeah, the Tinker has been playing a very big role in the sort of success that the Dire has had throughout this game.
Smart money.
And he's been doing a good job. And we know that Tuskar is, I think he's one of the best high ground defense heroes in the game.
I don't know why the Puck Illusion just went and denied the Bounty Rune. I mean, I guess it's because he doesn't want anyone else to get it. He just said, I mean, that's cool. At first I looked up and I thought the actual Puck denied the actual rune, and I was confused, but oh well.
Well, the Illusion can't get the rune, right?
Right.
So, and the Radiant were kind of pushing out the bottom tower, so they didn't want to take anyone over there, I guess. So the Illusion denied the rune.
I mean, that's
But
pretty
I mean,
cool.
if the Illusion, or if he hadn't have done that, he would have been able to take the rune right now. So I mean, you kind of outplayed yourself.
It's one of those decision things, I guess.
I don't know if it's completely necessary, but in some situations it can hinder. It's just more of a nuisance than anything. Doesn't actually win games.
Yeah, so we are going to see a smoke on SK. So, pretty interesting to see. Hopefully they go and do something. They are going to loop around. Unfortunately, nobody's over here, and I think that PPO... No, they don't have a smoke. I thought they were grouping up to do the same. They actually do. Disruptor has a smoke. So, Cassie? Are we calling him Cassie?
Cassie?
Melon?
I just call him Melon, dude.
Melon has a smoke as well, so I thought maybe they were grouping up to smoke.
Oh boy, Dyer's bottom tower's getting hit.
Because honestly, they didn't trade. It was a good little rotation by the Legion, though, to stop the top tower from going down.
Oh, Tinker does get the deny, though.
Good deny right there. They do that combo you just said, though, where they bring the Huskar back, but now Huskar's just going to fight. He does have the Oracle sitting behind him, healing him up. And they do end up losing the Venomancer again. That Chrono. Oh, it's unfortunate that yeah, so there's another dual win right there. Just not a fun trade here by PPO. SK just running over him. Managed to get 3 for none trade and a dual damage win with a double damage already. So he's hitting for 300 damage. That's insane.
300 damage, 24 minutes in. He's going to get a Shadow Blade too. I think that might be a little bit excessive, to be honest.
Well, he has a double damage. So without the double damage, he only hits for 200.
Yeah, he hits for 200 without a double damage.
Right. I agree with you. I think the Shadow Blade's a little excessive, but you could always get the Shadow Blade for I don't know. It's run away maybe.
Like, why do? Yeah, but you're not running away though. Like, you're running at them, I guess. But
maybe he's thinking he doesn't want the blink to get canceled. Another way to initiate.
I mean, Venomancer is good at canceling blinks, but Venomancer hasn't been a hero for the past 23 minutes.
Yeah.
So, the Veno has Blade Mail. I mean, to be honest, the Legion Commander doesn't need any other item besides Blade Mail and Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I agree with you there too. I mean, honestly,
so,
I don't know. He might be opting. Is he? He actually has a Shadow Blade finished and on the way to him. I don't know why he got the Shadow Blade. Hopefully I'll see something good happening with it. But I mean, you could go something else. I mean, Silver Edge isn't even... I don't even think Silver Edge is a good item this game. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do a single thing. It straight up doesn't do anything. I mean, you could go for something like a Desolator. That would be good, I think.
Yeah, he's going for a BKB next. which...
Yeah, you could have gone for BKB instead of Shadow Blade. That sounds a lot better.
Or MKB. I wouldn't have mind seeing an MKB this game, just because it stops the blind sight.
Blind?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's so many different items that you could have gone this game, and you decided to go with a Shadow Blade when you didn't need to, because it doesn't actually do anything that your hero doesn't give you already, just with your actual kit and the items you've bought in previously.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to see a couple BKBs getting finished here soon. Huskar's BKB, I believe. Yeah, Huskar's going to get his BKB soon. And Sparky is going to get his BKB soon on the Legion Commander. Pretty interesting to see how that goes. We do have a Yules on the Puck as well. E-Rabbit managed to get that. He probably got that a little earlier. I just wasn't noticing.
Yeah, I think you got that a while ago.
Yeah, Yasha and Vlad's on QQ Kachu. I don't know what you decided to name the faceless.
Yeah, Pew Pew Kachu.
I don't know. I'm calling him faceless.
Nah, dude, it's not as fun, dude. Pew Pew Kachu.
Besides that, we have Force Staff. Ether Lens on Unity, which is he's gonna go for his Ags next, which makes sense. He's basically just at this point going for the battle version, where you literally just spam laser and heat-seeking missile, and which I agree with at this point because it's impossible to push uphill against that.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
I wouldn't actually have minded seeing more True Sight or True Strike. Yeah, more True Strike on the Radiant team on SK. So honestly, like MKB on Legion, MKB or MKB on Huskar. I think that one's better. Things like that.
You could also go for something like I know it's some more expensive, but you could pick up the Bloodthorn?
Bloodthorn? Yeah, I mean you could do Bloodthorn, but I don't know. Do you put Bloodthorn on a Huskar? I mean it wouldn't be bad against the Tinker. You jump the Tinker, you silence him. Even if you just silence him, you don't actually need to get the Bloodthorn.
Exactly, and it's also really good against Faceless Void because it means you can't time walk away and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not a bad item. I don't think.
If we're gonna do that, I want him to go full Dagon on Huskar. I mean, what are you doing?
You get E-Blade, Dagon,
Jump,
Legion Commander. Nah, dude. E-Blade, Dagon, Legion Commander. Oh, he's actually going to straight up try to duel the Tinker, and he does. Oh, he might go down.
No, he gave the Tinker duel damage. Tinker does go down, though. So does the Puck, actually. That was probably not the time to go. Also, False Promise dropped on the Huskar, and that was kind of a wasted False Promise. Now he's actually going to die, I believe. Huskar does manage to just... Does he? He does manage to go down. He does have a Aegis. Honestly, I would have rather seen Faceless False Promise being wasted after the Aegis was popped. So he shouldn't have actually used it there at the beginning. But I don't know. I think that was really greedy by the Legion Commander though, diving under tier 1 to get that duel. Especially when you have the Faceless up.
I don't know if it was necessarily the Legion being greedy. I mean, obviously it wasn't safe to do that, but I mean the entire Dire team was like grabbing each other up here. They were just having a small little orgasm. And then the Legion Commander didn't want to be a part of it and walked up, and they all suddenly had to react to this one Legion Commander that seemed like an idiot. But it wasn't an idiot, because if it was team with them, then they would have actually gotten the kill on the Tinker. Kind of one of those situations, I think, but obviously the Tinker with 14 deal damage, we know how much a Tinker auto attacks, so it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter really, but
like dual damage on a Tinker does not matter.
Yeah, I guess if you were gonna give it to anyone on that team, Tinker was probably the one you wanted to. I mean, Tinker or honestly the Disruptor wouldn't be bad either, but as long as it's not the Faceless or Clock or, I guess, Vino.
Someone that actually spends time hitting people.
Actually, honestly, when I'm saying that, probably the only ones on the other team you don't want to give it to are Faceless and Clock at this point.
I mean, Venomancer is kind of iffy because then he can farm a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's 14 damage faster. It isn't like he gets 14 damage to each of your plague wards. That would be broken.
That'd be amazing.
That would just be crazy, dude. If like Venomancer's damage scaled with plague wards, that'd be insane.
That's what I want to see. The new Ags.
The new Aghanim Scepter.
New Ags. I want to be on Veno. I want to see damage scaling with plague wards. So broken.
It uses like a fourth of your damage or whatever.
Yeah.
And applies it to plague wards.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good as my Earthshaker Aghanim Scepter. Oh.
He is still gonna get caught out though. Thanks to the honestly thanks to that Tinker, he does manage to go down. Plus he loses the gym now. Beautiful chrono. They do manage to get him before there. Popped BKB though on the Huskar. Is this gonna be a 2-for-0 trade?
It looks like it. Oh, it might be 3.
Oh yeah, this puck is probably gonna go down. Yeah, 3-for-0 trade right there. Honestly, it was a good decision right there for the Huskar and the Oracle to leave after that big ass chrono. So,
I mean, that was kind of their fault. They literally they just didn't respect the Dire at all. They saw the Faceless Void. They're like, oh, it's just a Faceless Void. He won't do anything. And then Pew Pew Kachu just went Pew Pew Kachu on all of them and killed them all. So you gotta respect the Pew if you don't want to get Kachu, dude.
oh, now I expect him to change his name. I need him to change his name now.
Dude, I'm tempted to just go on all chat and ask him what his name is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Because I have no idea what it is.
He's faceless. He's faceless Pew Pew Pikachu.
Faceless Pew Pew Kachu, dude.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I'm gonna
attack.
ask him after the game. I
don't know. They're just gonna keep farming. I mean, really hard now for the Radiant, who like they were doing really well in the pushing. They do have all the outer towers. Honestly, like we said before, PPO has a really good tower defense or high ground defense. So it's not like they're really that worried about them going for high ground. I don't actually see them pushing out. Like they might after that last big fight, they probably should have pushed a little more, but they all opted to go farm. They might have been able to get another tower. I mean,
I don't know. It's hard to say because if the Radiant are gonna win, they're gonna win because they killed you when you were outside of your base, not because their high ground attack or high ground push is amazing. Like it isn't like they have a coddle or something.
yeah, but on the other side of that though, the Dire or the Radiant are gonna lose. Okay, no, the Dire is more likely to win from taking an aggressive fight against the Radiant. So, but this is the situation right now that you were talking about, and it does look like, oh, good Yules right there, and Glimpse back. Are there gonna actually be a trade? That was just kind of a whole bunch of big ults like thrown down for nothing, but we do end up getting the Veno. Does look like the Veno is the only one that's gonna go down there. That was confusing.
Yeah, that was just. I don't know how to describe that fight, but it wasn't good for the Dire.
It
But
didn't seem like it was great for
anyone.
anyone. I mean, it worked out, but everybody used like all their big ults. I mean, I guess it's more of the big ults are more in the favor of the Dire. Like they have more big ults and those are down, so maybe that was a better trade-off for the Radiant.
I mean, but the Radiant aren't gonna go out and fight. Like, you kill the Venomancer, yay! You can't take high ground because there's still a Tinker in the way.
Yeah.
So these big ults don't, whether they're on cooldown or not, doesn't matter if you're not gonna fight them. Because if you're not fighting them, it doesn't matter if they're on or off. And you're not fighting them, and now Static Storm is coming back up again, and Chronosphere, which does not have a 60-second cooldown. It's 110 seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
why I
60
said 60.
60
I knew it was
seems a little excessive.
I said 100 at first. And then I was like, yeah, that sounds right. Then I was like, nah, 60. 110. I don't know why I said 60. Whatever. I think I was thinking of something else. But it's fine. We know now.
We know now, yeah.
Just giving false information. Fine. We are going to see another Aegis probably here on the Radiant. Actually, this is the time they want to fight. Night Stalker probably is going to get caught out here. I don't think they can kill him. Oh, they do manage to kill him. There wasn't quite enough heal right there by the Oracle. And the Faceless Void ult coming out, taking down the Legion and the Oracle. There is going to be a turn here, but this Huskar is going to go down. This is the fight that the Dire really wanted.
Yeah.
Not quite. So if the puck goes down here, that's going to be a team wipe. It's going to be really difficult to grab him. But they do manage to with that bash. That was actually a really lucky bash there by the Faceless. Yeah.
I mean, it is a 25% chance to bash, so... And?
Yeah, and now the Dire just runs down mid, I think, right? Go take as much tower as you can.
They're only going to maybe take one.
Yeah, I don't...
They're going to take one.
They're going to definitely take one. They might get some chip damage. I mean, you're not really scared of just the Night Stalker or just the Oracle, especially because Tinker can just be next to you. He is going to opt to just back up and farm, which is probably a good decision.
I do want to say that the Radiant did fortify their structures. They were trying to wait for like the last possible second to do it, but they messed up the timing, and now they don't have fortify for a really long time. Like 5 minutes. Which is not good because that's another tower gone because of that mistake. And Faceless Void is going to go for a Silver Edge. Which is really good for the Dire.
Yeah, the Silver Edge is really good for them because it stops the Huskar passive.
And it also stops Legion Commander passive.
And it also stops the Night Stalker
passive.
It's like there was an item built for this team. We have a pause now. Oh, we're actually gonna maybe see a what's it called? A forfeit, TKO. Oh. I mean, we have to wait.
We can wait.
So it looks like Pew Pew Kachu has to go do some kind of formation.
He's gotta go. Oh, it's Venom.
Is it?
It's actually Venom.
Why does Venom have some weird Asian name?
I don't know, but his nickname is not Pew Pew Kachu.
Oh. Is that actually Venom?
The Tinker said that I trust Venom with my life. He says this 10 minutes I trust Venom with my life, so I think it is.
Okay. God damn it. Venom was the one that asked me to come cast this, but I was looking around, I was like, I don't even know which one's Venom. Well, what a time. Played his Faceless Void Venom. This is the questions we need to ask.
All right, so it's actually Venom.
All right, well, now we know.
Now we know. I'm still gonna call him Pew Pew Kachu.
Well, fun fact. So now we're going to wait a minute for Venom so he can be a good Patriot and go line up for roll call, I believe, because that's what the U.S. Army does. And he's going to go and help do stuff for Hurricane Irma.
Yeah, Hurricane Irma is actually. I know I made the joke about it earlier about Hurricane Rick, but it's actually like not good. It's not good, dude. I have a few friends that live over in Florida, and some of them have evacuated, some of them have stayed. It's just, it's not good. It's not good.
I'm in Louisiana, and this thing's the same thing that happened with Katrina, where we assumed it wasn't coming to us, and then it did come to us. So, you know.
Well, I mean, if it ever comes to you guys, it's going to be what, a Category 1, so...
You say that, but we also said that about Katrina. And guess what? It wasn't. It was also a 5, so...
Well... Wait, doesn't Hurricane Katrina cause all the destruction in New Orleans? Or am I confused? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Why do I call it New Orleans? It's New Orleans.
Because you're not from here.
Hey, well, I was conceived in New Orleans, though. That's the thing, though.
That doesn't mean anything.
It
A lot of people are conceived in New Orleans.
A lot of people are, dude. But I come from Nova Scotia, which is one of the farthest places away from New Orleans. Just want to point that out there. I've always wanted to visit, but the Canadian dollar is worth like one. It's what is the ratio? Like an American dollar is basically $13 million for one Canadian dollar, something like that.
Wait, what?
I did math, dude.
Do you actually do math? Or are you just making the math up?
No, I'm pretty sure that I'm like 85% right. However, 70% of statistics are made up on the spot.
Oh. All right. I don't know what's going on now, but you just communicating.
I don't know what's Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. So we're just hanging out now.
Yeah, he's gonna be like 10 minutes.
Well, I don't have enough bullshit to talk about for 10 minutes. I don't have enough to talk about this game for 10 minutes right now.
I mean, wait, what is there to say about this game right now? Like,
we pretty much covered a lot. I mean, there's gonna be a Satanic on Huskar pretty fast. Ice Yeti has a pretty basic build. I still don't like the Saddle Blade on Sparky. BKB finished on him though. There is the Ags on the laser.
Yeah, and he also has a bloodstone. He's
Laser?
gonna go for
Laser.
Yeah.
Wait, who's got a... No, Tinker's got a blood... Unity's got a
Dude,
bloodstone.
Tinker's got a bloodstone, man. Who would have a bloodstone besides the Tinker?
No one, but I was talking about Laser, and you were like, yeah, and he's got a bloodstone. And I was like, what?
Wait, there's a person called Laser in this game?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Night Stalker.
Laser doesn't
can get a
even...
bloodstone.
Laser doesn't even come close to Unity or Tinker. I don't understand how you got those two mixed up.
No, you said Laser has bloodstone, and when you said Laser, I thought about the Tinker Laser, dude.
No, I said Ags.
Yes, and the Tinker also has an Aghanim scepter.
Does. Okay,
So
that's
it's
fine.
not only is it an Aghanim's laser, but it's also a laser with a bloodstone, so he doesn't have to go back to base as often.
Yeah, okay. Let's go with that. We do
However,
have a...
Laser does have Aghanim scepter.
Yeah. Kevin B. Rabbit as a Lincoln Sphere basically finished up. He's the last bit of it. He just needs the Void Stone.
Oracle.
About to have a Yules on the Oracle. Yeah.
Yules. Aether Lens question
Ether
mark?
Lens? Yeah. Going Ether Lens.
It's not the same item.
No, it's not. He's going for the Ether Lens.
Yeah, I know why he's going for Aether Lens, so that he can false promise from a farther distance away.
Yeah, it'd be really helpful for the
Yeah,
Huskar.
he can actually keep the Huskar alive.
We do have the Diffusal Blade on Faceless on Venom. He has had that for a while though, so that was in the last fight. That was pretty good.
Faceless Void is actually really scary now.
Yeah,
Does a
Faceless
lot
is
of
definitely
damage.
really scary. Like you said, we have the Bloodstone on Unity on the Tinker. He has had the Ags finished. He's basically just going for the spam rocket laser build. I like it.
He does have the 14 dual damage. So
Yeah. And with that, now I don't know what to talk about. Net worth is pretty
Clock-
even. Team.
Clock has
all
is
pretty
working
even.
towards- Yeah, it is pretty even. I mean, like 3K gold at 40 minutes doesn't really telegraph anything. But the only reason why there's a 3K advantage on the side of the Dire is because... Actually, I don't know why there is.
No?
I think I think the reason why that the Dire cores have more net worth than the Radiant is because the Huskar is the only one is the one that's doing the best for the Radiant, and he's third on the net worth chart.
Yeah, I mean, Dire has he has Venom and he has Unity, and they are both 3K higher than Ice Yeti. So
Yeah.
oh boy,
All of the outside towers have been taken out except for the one Radiant.
yeah, but that was all in one push. That was that one push we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Good decision making by Venom.
Yeah. Well, he is still called Pew Pew Kachu in my heart.
Yeah. I knew something didn't make sense when Venom invited me to cast this game, and then I couldn't find
And
him
you didn't
in the
see Venom?
yeah, and then I couldn't see Venom in the actual lobby, and I was like, okay, I don't understand, but this is okay.
Maybe he uses a Smurf, and then this is his main account.
That would make sense, I guess.
I guess.
Okay. So I guess casters, please.
We're trying. Hey, Melanade went to TI. That was cool. Do you want to have a little interview where we get to learn more about you, dude?
Jesus, about me?
We get to learn a little bit more about the casters, dude. Meet the
Yes.
casters.
Yes, we're
Alright,
playing Meet the
so-
Casters right now.
We're playing Meet the Casters. It's kind of like, you know that middle school game Questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you like ask a question and then the other person asks a question, and then it always comes down to like where the last question is, "Hey, will you be my girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever?"
No,
Like, really
I've never gotten to that point because that's a weird thing to ask. That's a weird thing to ask.
You never did that, dude?
No, I've not done that because I'm an adult.
Dude, I think I was like 15 when I did that, I think. Man, that was something else, dude.
Weirdest thing.
Oh, he wants us to flame someone.
Flame someone?
Yeah,
Link,
but I can't
please?
actually like select this link.
Oh, does somebody... They keep talking, so I can't get to the link anymore.
Okay, sorry, man. Yeah, but like back in middle school, some of the thing, like really stupid thing that I did was I talked to this girl that I met from cadets, and cadets is kind of like a junior military program where you don't actually do any fighting, but you kind of like learn some
It's
of the
like
ins and outs.
ROTC.
Whatever that is, sure, let's go with it.
It's the American version of that.
Oh, is it? Okay.
We don't have to call it something gay like cadets.
It makes us feel special, okay? And I met this one girl in cadets, and the way I ended up asking her out was through a game of questions.
It's nice.
And it wasn't even in person either. It was like over Kick. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like some really cheap texting app for people that can't afford cell phones.
Oh. Okay.
It was great, man. Anyway,
Hold on. I'm just gonna... You just keep talking.
Yeah, I'm
ignore
gonna keep
you.
talking because I'm really good at that. So basically, I think when it comes down to it, the best ancient camp in this game when I want to farm is the ancient black dragon. So they're not necessarily super tanky. I mean, ancient mud golems are pretty good, but they do give that bonus HP percentage of 15% to the smaller guys, and they're pretty tanky that way. But as I say that, the black dragon's like really, really tanky.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
if
lie.
you-
I honestly zoned out for like 2 seconds while you were talking, and you went from that like weird like kick thing to talking about mud golems, and I was so confused. I had no idea what you were talking about.
Hick thing, dude.
Yeah, I was so confused.
Dude, I was just talking about like when I'm playing a core, what ancient camp I like taking the most.
Okay.
And I said that I would prefer taking the ancient black dragon camp instead of the ancient rock golems, just because the black dragons are an AoE sort of thing, so they do better against smaller clusters of people. But if you're just a solo AM and you walk up to it, it doesn't matter. They do less damage to you.
I mean, the worst one to do is the...
Oh, that stupid new one?
Yeah, the new one.
The Prowler Shamans,
Yeah.
which you can find right here.
Yeah. They, because they heal, they have this massive region, like base region, that everybody gets. And they're awful.
So
And they have abilities that are bullshit, and I hate them.
They just like okay. Here's the thing: the big one has that petrify passive, which is just stupid. But not only that, but it has desecrate, which is a base armor reduction of 50%, which is BS. And on top of that, those little guys give 10 HP regen and 10% lifestealer.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you see one of those guys in a stack, you just cry.
Yeah, you definitely need to... Especially when you stack them, it makes stacking way harder, because you could potentially stack it so that there's like 6 of them. And that's just 60 base regen and 60 lifesteal. And it's awful.
Yeah, you can't kill it.
Awful, and I hate it.
You straight up can't kill it. It's stupid. Mud golems, I hate farming those. Those are awful.
Ancient rock golems or just mud golems in general?
Like the mud golems that turn into the shard golems.
Yeah, so looking at them, I've never actually seen them do hurl boulder. They're supposed to do that, right? Have you ever seen a mud golem actually use its ability?
I don't think I have ever seen a mud golem use hurl boulder before, but I don't know.
They should be able to use it because the satyr can use shockwave. And I have seen satyrs use shockwave before to kill, to get a kill.
Well, if you look at the flavor text of hurled boulder, it says, "Why do they hesitate? Are they afraid of throwing?" So I just assume that they'd never throw it because they're hesitant.
I guess.
They're kind of like that one guy that left, what is it called? NGWA or NWA, because I feel like a mud golem would just hesitate and never eat dinner with the president. If you got that reference,
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, good. You need to listen to the song "No Vaseline," but you can't listen to it with white friends because it's a really black song. Anyway, there's this one lyric where he's like, "I'll never have dinner with the president because this guy left this like rap group and stuff."
What are you people on about?
We have someone joined up. It is Your Bad Gaming.
We've been in a pause for 10 minutes, so we've been trying to think of bullshit to say, and we're running out of things to say.
We're running out of everything to say.
Well, if you don't mind, then I would like to take this moment to make fun of Plate's political party some more.
Oh my god.
That's always a good standby.
All right.
Oh my god.
Do you want to know the last thing we were talking about? We went from Plate telling him about his 20 questions dating thing, where he asked this girl out with this 20 questions thing, and then ended up like asking her, the last question is, "Will you date me?" or something. And then we went from that, which was also already confusing as shit. We went from that to why mud golems don't use their hurl boulder, because they have an ability hurl boulder, and I've never seen a stack of mud golems throw their boulder without like being told to.
I actually know the answer to that, and I would be glad to fill you guys in on that.
Is it just because they don't?
No, those boulders are actually their eggs. Yes, mud golems lay eggs, and I don't know about you, but if I had a baby, I wouldn't just chuck it at somebody for coming too close. So they only do that if they're under the influence of mind control.
Do they actually? Is that actually the reason?
No, but it's what I like to imagine as.
That was so convincing. I was so excited about that. That'd be the best lore. That would be by far the best lore I've ever heard.
It's my headcanon for what I believe whenever I'm forcing mud golems to do things.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, like it does say in the thing that golems don't do it unless they're commanded to. So I mean,
and it makes Doom far more interesting because it means that Doom does have the capacity to lay eggs and chuck them at people.
All right, that's cool. Well, I actually didn't see the golems do not do this unless commanded to, so that makes more sense. Feels bad, man. They want to know if we flamed his Dota buff. So, but yeah, go ahead and let's do the thing because he wants us to flame his Dota buff. Can you type that in?
Flame it.
You have to type that in. I'm not doing it. It's especially because they keep talking. So, but yeah. So we basically been chilling here, just randomly talking about things, and he told me random shit, and I was like, "Oh no, now I'm out of things to talk about." While they're just sitting there bitching and moaning. But basically, the stream's dead. The rule's dead. So.
Okay, I typed it in, but I can't copy and paste it, I don't think.
Wait, what are you trying to copy and paste?
You can't copy and paste in game.
What? Then I have to like type it again?
Why
what
did
are
you
you attempting to do?
We're gonna flame this guy. He wants us to flame it, so we're gonna flame it.
Good stuff.
Let's go to windowed here real quick. Oh, there we go. This is what I want in my life.
Why are you pinging? So I'll give you the gist of what's happening. Venom, who was not using an account called Venom, so we were calling him something else this entire game, is in the army, and he is on at like roll call or whatever, and he has to go stand outside for 10 minutes because of Hurricane Irma and they're doing stuff. So he asked if he could leave for 10 minutes, and everyone was like, I guess. And now they're complaining because they've been waiting for more than 10 minutes, so they might rulebook them.
Have they considered that maybe there are some things more important than the military?
I mean, I guess.
I mean,
Dota.
I linked the Doomcow's Dota buff.
Is this Venom?
No, it's this guy Doom Cow.
Yeah.
He's on PPO.
First thing I want to point out is he has a 54.89% win rate, which is not good. If I go to his esports profile, which I'm doing right now, it's lackluster. I mean, he has 3 matches as OD and hasn't won a single game with it, and has a KDA of less than 2. It's like 1.56. So,
I mean, I actually think I've won less than half of my games, so.
I mean, we're trying to flame this guy, and I'm looking at...
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter what the facts are. We just need to flame him for things.
Yeah,
Got
we just need to flame him.
Got it.
We just need to flame this kid, dude. I mean, look at his last 5 RD2L matches. He's lost.
Oh, hey, look, Venom's back.
Oh, Venom's back. Yay, I don't need to flame this guy anymore.
Please.
But you are trash, so 1v1 me mid, please.
I've watched you 1v1 mid, so I don't actually ever want to watch that again.
Oh, yes, the Meepo strat. Keep one in base and then don't TP to it.
Yeah, keep one in base and then fail to TP to it. He tried. He
what
tried.
a magical play.
Yeah, don't take it away from that he tried. What is... Okay, so I actually don't know what's happening right now. I forgot. I think Tinker's farming. That's it. That's all I got out of this. Tinker's farming things.
Tinker's farming. I think there was a fight not too long ago. Disruptor is a hero in this game. The Radiant were ahead, but now they're kind of behind. But they're not behind by a lot. So
Faceless picked up a Silver Edge? Or is picking up a Silver Edge? He did pick up a Silver Edge? And there's literally no reason for it?
I'm gonna let you guys go back to casting your paused game.
Alright, well, we'll invite you. We'll invite you to the next one.
I'm not able to cast, honestly. Like, I'm not in the best place right now.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I wish you luck, man.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
I'm pretty fucking miserable, dude. I've got my cat has fleas, which means that I have fleas. It's really getting to me.
I had that issue a couple weeks ago. It was terrible.
So now I'm wearing like super long socks to keep myself from clawing myself to death.
I didn't actually catch fleas though. Like they didn't bug me.
So tragic. Dude, they're killing me right now.
Oh well. Go get some powder stuff and a flea collar.
Yeah,
it works great.
I have fucking borax all over my floor.
Yeah, you shouldn't be breathing that in. It's not good.
No, borax is fine to breathe in.
Okay,
It's a minor lung and skin irritant, but it's not actually toxic. It's just a mineral.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
No.
All right, later, bro.
If you ever need anything, just drink the problems away.
I do have vodka. I still have vodka. That is a silver lining.
You do have vodka, so that is always good.
I take vodka and antihistamines, and then I'm out for 12 hours, and I just don't have to deal with it.
Jesus Christ.
That would solve my problems.
That's the best way to solve it.
That would solve something, dude.
Alright.
Later. So we do have the Ghost Scepter up on the Tinker. Unity does look like he wants to get a E-Blade. So, pretty good item on him. And they're actually going to go high ground. PPO going to try to go high ground here. I don't know. As we said before, though, I don't think SK has the best high ground defense.
No, they just don't really have very strong high ground presence. I mean, the overwhelming odds is pretty good, but the cooldown on it is 15 seconds, so that takes a while. I mean, if you're dire here, I don't know why you're bottom lane. I think you just take out the top tier 2. That's kind of like the last objective you can do before you transition into actually ending the game, because I don't think that they're in a position right now to win the game. But if they win another fight like they have been, then they can sort of gear themselves towards that point. And if you have that top tier 2 alive still, ending the game is going to be hard. So you may as well just take it now rather than later.
Yeah, which I think that's what they're going to do. They're just letting the Tinker push back and take out all the creeps. Pretty good. I mean, they're farming out the everything. They're kind of sucking everyone, the Dire or the Radiant dry. So that'll be good. Legion is going to come out of the base with a Shadow Blade. This might have been why he was getting the Shadow Blade. Doesn't look like he's actually going for the Silver Edge, which is a smart idea. He's going for a Diffusal Blade. Interesting pick. But yeah, the Shadow Blade, I guess, so we can just roam around the map. I don't know if he assumed that this was going to happen, where he was going to have to be kind of playing more defensive, but he doesn't really have that many duel wins, so interesting to see how he's going to come out.
He hasn't won a duel in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He was doing really well early on, but the momentum kind of shifted against him, and he wasn't controlling the pace of the game. And when a Legion commander controls the pace of the game, it can be hard to get rid of it, but when she loses it, it really hurts her, and it's hurt her to the point where she hasn't won a duel. In fact, she's lost a duel.
Yeah, did lose a duel to the to the Tinker. Huskar does deny it, so I see Eddie, good job running up there and realizing that he could just deny the tower. Now's the problem though, because you have basically a team that's really good at split pushing, who is at your base on all three fronts. So you're gonna have to choose who you want to fight. Granted, you have way better team. Do you have better team fight here? You have better pick off. I don't know if you have better team fight. So.
I mean, you can't pick off a team that's sticking together, right?
Right, but that's the beauty of the split push. You could try to, if they do decide to split push, you can try to pick off the one that's by himself, which is the Tinker. So I don't actually know if you can do that, especially because he has a Ghost Scepter.
Not only does he have a Ghost Scepter, but he has the Aether, so he doesn't need to be... He can play a little bit safer positionally with that item.
Yeah.
So, they do find the Faceless Void, though.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to go on him, though. Especially when it's just the Night Stalker.
I mean, he does have Gem and Aghanim Scepter, so he is giving a lot of vision for the Radiant.
Yeah,
it was daytime. It was daytime when the Dire were sort of pushing and they won all those fights, but now it's the nighttime. And I think the Night Stalker is going to be able to do a lot. Or at least keep the Radiant safe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, this will be their second gym, so they might need to be careful with it. The first gym is in the Clockworks stash. He lost it a couple fights ago. Good to see he has another one. He is going straight for the pipe. That's going to be good, especially against the Tinker and the Venomancer. And Disruptor, I guess. There's a lot of magic damage on.
Yeah, there is.
On PPO.
And it also, just the regen that it gives you is really good as well.
Yeah.
Even against physical damage.
Yeah, so we do have the Ags getting built out on This Feels Bad Man, Doom's Cow. Doom's Cow.
Doom Cow, who wanted us to flame him, but
couldn't really find.
I mean, I couldn't. It wasn't that I couldn't find a lot to flame him on. It was just that I wasn't trying. I'm sure that if I like went through it like for 2 minutes, then I could find something to like completely destroy him on. I can't really flame him because that helmet on the Clockwork is my favorite helmet. I think out of just the entire game, I think that one helmet is my favorite.
We do actually have a smoke now on SK, so pretty interesting to see how they go about this. They could catch out your Passy, and they are gonna go ahead and grab him. He is gonna get out by that Force Staff, though. That is very interesting. I don't understand why there was a. I mean, Sparky popped his blade mail. Not really sure why. He didn't. He already missed the chance to ult him. So
maybe he thought that he was trying to play around counterplay, I guess.
I mean, you wouldn't
Like,
want to
maybe the
pre-pop
rest
it
of the-
though.
I don't know, maybe the rest of the team was there, and then he got scared. He was like, I gotta use my abilities, and then he used his blade mail.
I guess the only way I could see that being was he assumed that the Void was there and pre-popped his blade mail so that the Void got hit. But
I mean, it's 15 mana, dude.
yeah, I know. I'm just,
Like,
it's not that big a cooldown either. It confused me.
it literally, like, we've run out of things to talk about to the point where we're talking about blade mail usages. This game is just the Radiant is gonna take. This is what's gonna happen. There are one of two ways that this goes, and it's either this Faceless Void that has a butterfly, which is a really good item, especially against the Dire, because
Yeah, yes and no,
the Radiant-
but I don't know if it was the right thing to build because the Radiant has to build True Sight or True Damage already. Because True Strike already because
true
of
damage,
true damage,
true sight,
pure damage and True Sight. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
True Strike
okay,
already
yeah.
because of Tinker. So I don't know if going the Butterfly was the best item. I mean, it is really good because it doesn't seem like they're gonna get an MKB anytime soon. Legion's gonna
Legion-
get one, but if he buys it, he
one
doesn't
hero.
have buyback. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it'll work out. It probably will. It's probably gonna be worth it, but
probably might just win them the fight, to be honest.
yeah. But the other item I might have liked to see was like a Mjolnir, maybe. It does give him almost the same things. He does hit
Yeah, but
really
then
hard,
again-
though.
It gives him magic damage against a Huskar, which is like
Which is
kind
really
of
good.
irrelevant.
Yeah. A little bit relevant against him. Against everyone else, it's nice.
Yeah. I do think I want to see the Vlads dropped for something else.
Oh. That's a really good reaction time for that Venomancer popping his Yule so he couldn't get dueled. And here we go. Oh. False Promise actually dropped here on the Faceless, and the team fight has begun. We do actually see the Veno pop cheese. They're trying not to die, but it is going to cost the Clockwork. Oh, Clockwork does manage to get out. This is just another thing where everyone's just dropping everything and nobody dies. I don't think anyone's died. Actually, yeah, no one has died. The Huskar might die, but I think he's just going to turn and kill. No, Huskar does go down. That's actually a big, that's really big right there.
Yeah, and the Aegis is they still have the Aegis on the Faceless Void.
Because Radiant just fortified
Yeah.
Um,
It does force the Huskar to buy back. And he actually popped cheese as well, I believe.
they can look for a kill, maybe.
I think they can easily turn here on this Night Stalker. And Night Stalker is just gonna melt. Yeah.
Morty, uh-oh, you better hold on to your hat.
He got too aggressive, and I think they can high ground it after this.
That's actually 2 gems now that the Dire has.
This isn't an accident now.
That's not good.
Yeah, Dire's managed to
Like-
take away both gems from Night Stalker.
That alone is basically 2,000 gold swing, right?
Yeah, it's about that. Plus, you're taking these towers. You can't kill this Faceless at all.
Well, you can. You just didn't really. Oh my goodness, the hook shot lands on the Oracle and he goes down.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
Oh,
He
no.
pause promise on himself. Honestly, you keep hitting him. I think he's dead, but it's probably safer just to leave. Yeah, I mean that's the best decision you can make right there. You go in, you kill, you take tower, and you leave. But they do manage to catch out the puck, so you just jump back in, right? There is a gem that nobody seems to care to pick up. And is this Veno gonna run in just to pick it up? No. Thankfully, we see Oracle pick it up. But in this whole time, bottom tower gets taken there by the Faceless, and he is gonna take the Legion Commander out as well.
Can you smell it?
He still has Aegis, so see what he can
I
do
don't
here.
think he's afraid of dying. He should be a little bit afraid of dying, though.
I actually think he dies here a second time, huh? No, he does back out.
Radiant's bottom barracks are getting torn apart.
And while this is all happening, Huskar is going down as well. That's a dieback on Huskar. This is actually going to be nice stock to go down as well. Yeah, and he didn't have the gym that time, but the bottom racks go down as well. I think this is game.
This is probably game. I mean, if you're Dire, you can ignore top racks. Maybe.
They're going to go
just
take
play
it, though.
safe.
Yeah.
I don't think either decision is bad.
No, I think this is the safe play. But I like it. I like the safe play. That's going to be GG. I don't actually see... There's no way that the Radiant can come back from this.
There's a dual bottom.
He does manage to get a dual win. Clockwork managed to get the dual win. That's 18 dual damage going to Clockwork.
And that's a GG.
And that's going to be the GG. Normally, I want to sit and talk about the game afterwards.